Alice, turn on the Turkish television series.
Today we will cook buckwheat in an oven bag. We pour exactly 1 glass. We cut the carrots, first into slices. Plain clean water. Oh, what a beauty, friends. This is very tasty. Friends, hello everyone. Today, as usual, you are on the Borisov television channel, and I am your host, Alexei Borisov. And today we have a recipe for those who are catastrophically short on time. Especially if you come home in the evening and the kids will be home in an hour, then today's recipe will be your salvation. And as you understood from the title of this video, today we will cook buckwheat in an oven bag. I suggest we don't waste any time. Let's check the subscription, hit the like button, and let's get started. Let's cook as soon as possible. As the meat component, I will use chicken drumsticks. But first, we need to singe off any extra feathers like this. The chicken may have fallen during processing or faced some other issue. It's better to be safe. I lay out all the chicken I'm going to cook, all the chicken I'm going to use on the surface, and I handle it all at once. We light the burner and let's go. We flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. The next step, I believe, shouldn't be skipped. We pierce the shank with a fork so that all the spices and flavors penetrate deep into the meat. However, I have a request for you. Please watch carefully, pay close attention to the entire cooking process, and I'll leave the exact measurements and ingredients in the description for this video. Next, season with salt and freshly ground pepper. Do the same on the other side and then set the chicken aside to wait for its turn. The next ingredient is buckwheat. Pour exactly 1 cup and rinse it. Rinse it 3 or 4 times until the water runs clear. And please, friends, don't be lazy, don't skip this step, because all that coating can make the final dish taste bitter, and that's really important. Using the same cup we used to measure the buckwheat, I pour in 1 cup of water. And what about the vegetables? For the vegetables, I'll use onion and carrot. I'll chop the onion into small cubes. The onion I have is quite large. And to make sure all your fingers stay intact, I highly recommend watching one of my first videos, where I clearly show how to properly cut meat, vegetables, herbs, and so on. Don't be lazy, go ahead and watch it. This will be a very important decision in your life. Let's transfer the onion to a plate. Next, we cut the carrot into cubes, a bit larger, maybe twice the size. First, slice it into thin pieces, then cut those into strips, and finally into cubes. You can also grate the carrot if you prefer, it's your choice. Actually, when it comes to vegetables, you have every right to use any vegetables you like. Maybe someone wants bell pepper, maybe celery, zucchini, or really anything you like. We add the carrots to the onions all in one plate. We take a tray, a roasting sleeve, we roll it out. Well, I think this amount will be enough for me. We cut it, group it into a tight accordion, and tie one end. We open the bag like this and pour it in. First of all, the buckwheat. As we remember, the buckwheat was washed, so with the help of a spoon, we carefully transfer it. Next, using the same spoon, we add the onion and carrot to the buckwheat. If you don't really like onions or are not a big fan, you can add less of it or even leave it out altogether. It's up to you. The carrot provides a subtle piquant flavor. Recall that we poured a glass of hot water, which has now cooled to warm. Why did we do this? I want to dissolve 2 teaspoons of salt in the glass of water so that the salt evenly seasons the buckwheat, the vegetables, and our meat. Well, and then everything goes according to the science. For 1 glass of groats, use 2 glasses of water. The first glass is with salt and the second glass is just plain clean water. On top of the vegetables, we put the chicken drumsticks, just like that. Finally, sprinkle about half a teaspoon of dried garlic onto the drumsticks. And also a whole teaspoon of smoked paprika. No, not smoked, just use regular paprika. We close the sleeve and also make a tight accordion fold. And we tie it with twine. We are ready to put the buckwheat with vegetables in the oven at 180 degrees top and bottom heat for 1 hour and 30 minutes. After an hour and a half, we take out the sleeve with the buckwheat. This is the kind of picture we see. Our task is to cut the bag. Just remember, there's steam in there and it can burn you, so be careful. Here it is, that's what I was talking about. This steam can burn you. We open it like this, just like that. Oh, what a beauty. There's a little bit of burnt onion on the package. Just remove it so it doesn't get in the way. Now, straight from the sleeve, I'm serving it. Look how fluffy the buckwheat is. Pay attention. I'm putting a portion of buckwheat, vegetables, and of course, a chicken drumstick on the plate. First, I want to check if the chicken is done. It's fully cooked, of course. Let's try it and see if it's salted. It's very tender, perfectly salted, and even a bit peppery. Let's move on to the porridge. I'll take some porridge along with the vegetables. It's hot. The porridge is fully cooked. You can't taste the onion at all, maybe just a hint. There's a slight sweetness from the carrot, and as I expected, it's salted just right. Well, that's the result we wanted. Now I'll try the combination of porridge and chicken. Friends, this is very tasty. At the same time, we only spent 15 minutes on the initial preparation and an hour and a half in the oven. If we can use any of our favorite vegetables, then we can do the same with meat. You can use beef, pork, turkey, basically whatever your heart desires. Well, on this delicious note, I have to say goodbye to you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and don't be afraid to experiment. Bye.